Good morning, everyone. My name is Elmer Dimaano. I'm working with Manlift Middle East UAE, and my main role as operations manager is to focus on the Manlift way and check. And what I will do today is to show you how I carried out the transport vehicle health check to ensure that the trucks that we use in the depot are healthy and safe to use. So what I will show you now is some of the checks that we're doing on the assessment. And one of the check that we are doing is check on the damages on the weldment on the tilt tray. You can see here and on underneath, check for any observations on the cracks. And moving across this section, we can see here the levers. If they are working freely here, you can do a random check on that one. And one observation that I can see is there's no safety decal about the operation of the lever. So there will be some mistakes for the drivers to operate this one, so we don't want to have that happen. Across here we have the stabilizers, and the stabilizers also we check for any observations here on the cracks and also any hydraulic oil on the cylinder itself. Moving across here on the tire, we also check for the wear and tear on the tread. You can see if there's any wear and tear, and also the wheel nuts tightness we also check, and also we check the tire pressure according to the manual. Moving across this section, we will also be looking on cable carriers, any hydraulic leak from the cylinders. Also we will go looking at structural weldment issues, any observations that we can put in place. Across here also we will be looking for any engine or transmission leaks, oil leaks. And also at the same time here, same thing what we've done with the tires, tread patterns, wear and tear, wheel nuts, and also the tire pressure as per the manual. So here is the driver cabin. So what we normally check here is the cleanliness of the cabin and also the documentations that they need to have. And for any observations that we found out, we write it here in our assessment checklist. So here in front of the truck, I'm checking the headlights, I'm checking the signal lights, the beacon lights, the wiper condition, and also the rear lights. I'm checking the side lights of the tilt tray. So mostly all the condition of the lights I'm checking and put observations in my checklist. So in this section, I will be checking any fuel leak on the fuel tank, check the condition of the safety decals if it is in good condition. Moving across here for cylinder leak, any structural or weldment issues. I will be also checking the fire extinguisher for its validity and a physical check on the fire extinguisher when it's full. And here on the hydraulic oil tank, I will be checking this. But before I do that, I'll put the tilt tray back in its position and check the oil level, accurate oil level of the hydraulic tank. Now I'm at the back of the truck, and before I'll go up to the tilt tray, making sure there's no slip, trip, fall hazard. So no oil leak on the tilt tray. So I'll come here, and what I will do is to check the tying down equipment. I'll check the chain, the hook conditions, the binders, and also what I will do, I will check the winch and the cable condition and write down any observations that I can see and put that as my observation here in my checklist. So as you can see, that's how we do a truck health check on our tilt tray trucks, and almost the same or similar with our MEWP health check. Just want to make sure you follow all the check in your checklist so you will not miss anything, and put your observations accordingly. So what do we do with the information and data that we gather during our checks? It's like a risk assessment. So we look on the hazards, the level of risk, and we provide countermeasures, mitigate the risk, and work with our service provider, making sure it's taken care of. So this is all about continuous improvement and the Manlift way.